All right, what's going on? I'm the cat father. You can just call me Sean. I have cats. It just the name made sense. But anyway, I just give you a little bit of background on me. I played the older Call of Duty games uh, passively, you could say, mostly just for the campaign. And then Black Ops 3 came out, but I only had an Xbox 360, and that port was awful. So I didn't play it. I stopped playing it after trying it for a little bit, and just kind of life changed. I had other interests in life, moved on. I didn't get an Xbox One until 2019, I think. So I came back basically for Cold War in 2020, and I've been kind of addicted to multiplayer since. So that's who I am as far as my background with Call of Duty goes. Nothing that crazy, right? But very recently, I've started to get into engaging with the community of Call of Duty on social media and with streamers and things like that. So I am very new to all this, and I'm hoping to give you a newer perspective of some of the drama that's going on lately, in MW4, the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports, and just how crazy the community is. So I'm just gonna rant about that a little bit here right now. MW4 looks really good. The campaign is back. I don't know about this Call of Duty is back thing. That's not my shtick, but campaign is back for sure, because Black Ops 7's campaign wasn't very good at all. And it's looking really good with the North Korea, South Korea background in MW4's campaign, so I'm really looking forward to playing that. DMZ is a new thing to me. I don't play a lot of extraction shooters. I didn't play DMZ in Modern Warfare 2 much at all, but I've gone back and played it. I kind of enjoy it. I'm not an Arc Raiders fan. I'm not. I tried it. I bought it. I played it for a little bit, but it just wasn't my thing. I think it's shooting up at drones that just I was never comfortable with that simple little mechanic. I guess I just didn't enjoy it. But people in there were really friendly. But I've been kind of getting a taste of what extraction shooters are, and really looking forward to DMZ in Modern Warfare 4. And so recently they released the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports for PS4 and PS5, because previously you had to have a PS3 to play it, I believe. I'm on Xbox. I had no idea PlayStation boys were so thirsty for those ports. I just assumed everybody could play the old version. So they got these ports, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Some nostalgia will kick in. It'll go for a little bit. I was wrong. They had 5 million players on it for 1 week on the PS5 and PS4 ports of BO1 and 2, and I was like, God damn, wow, that's great for Call of Duty in general. But if you talk to a lot of people on social media, it's not that it's great for Call of Duty. It's that it's great for people who want the new games to feel like the old games, which I don't want, and I'll get into that a little bit more. I want Call of Duty to keep putting out new games every year that feel like new games, that feel distinguishable from the last game. And someone could say everything since 2019 has been the same. Well, I don't agree with that at all. MW19 is different than Vanguard. Vanguard is much different than Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 is even different from Modern Warfare 2. Sledgehammer just makes a different kind of shooter. Cold War is different from all those, so I don't really see that. I could, from my perspective, the old games all feel the same to me, honestly. But they were all on the same engine, right? And then you get to 2019, we're on a different engine. So I don't know. It's kind of like your opinion on everything else in the world, music, food, things like that. When you don't like something, all of it is the same, right? So I get all that. There's a conversation to be had there. But these ports got people like the Call of Duty is back meme guy, T-Dog, talking about how he wants a classic mode in every future Call of Duty. And it's like, that's not necessary. I don't think it is, especially not for Modern Warfare 4, because the movement in there, to me, from what I saw and I've heard, looks pretty basic. I mean, it's obviously different than the old school way. my problem with the old school games is I feel like a stick in the mud trying to move, and I don't like that. And I also don't need like the super fast, crazy shit we get in BO7 either. I don't need both. There's a happy medium, and it looks like MW4 found that medium. MW4 basically found the perfect. It looks like I haven't touched it myself. The perfect movement for a Modern Warfare game in 2026. Looking at what they did with MW2 and MW19 and what Sledgehammer did with MW3, and kind of going, okay, this is a good medium here that we're going to put together, and it's going to feel smooth and reactive. And to me, that's the most important thing about movement, is that it's reactive. When you play the classic mode in BO7, I'm pushing on the stick, but I'm not getting equal amount of movement in the game, equal to the amount of force I'm putting on the stick. So that's really frustrating to me. I guess some people just like that. I feel like I need to run. I like to run. I like to sprint, whatever. But this is some of my gameplay, by the way, that you're watching. I'm not saying I'm good, and I'm not saying I'm bad. Who knows, right? But so yeah, those ports got a lot of people excited. It had 5 million players, and there's some people out there that like to agitate things and kind of divide the community and say, well, you know, they need, these new games need to be like the old ones, because obviously everybody really enjoys the old ones. I don't think all 5 million of those people playing the game are like don't want new games to feel new. I think it's just some very loud people online that like that. So my opinion on it is this: Call of Duty needs to take care of their library, right? They need to take care of all their classic games that people want to play, put them on dedicated servers, maybe hire a studio like Iron Galaxy to take over the Call of Duty library and make sure those old games still run well. And I think that's one thing they need to do, and they need to keep being creative and innovative going forward. Like if Sledgehammer wants to make an Advanced Warfare 2 or something similar to that with jetpacks. I don't know, the community sentiment on jetpacks is pretty awful. So maybe not that. But and I don't really want that. Nor do I want a World War II game. I'm just not a big fan of the World War II style games anymore. There's been so many of them. But if they make one, I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna like try to do my best to have fun with it. But I want Call of Duty to keep reinventing not the wheel, but reinventing the metal. You know, isn't that Pantera? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want them to keep. Oh, that was reinventing the steel. Sorry, my bad, Pantera fans. They don't have to reinvent anything. They just have to like keep innovating, keep making new stuff, and I think that's great. And the best thing about Call of Duty and being a big fan of the games is that every year you get a new Call of Duty, and I want that. I love that. I don't want games to stay the same or be the same all the time. And I think at this point, Call of Duty has tried a lot of things, and I think at this point they understand what works and what doesn't, and they can make better Call of Duty games now. And plus, they got a movie coming out in 2028, I believe. And the brand right now is doing really well because of those ports. That's good for the brand overall, not just, you know, these people online who insist that the old games be the only way to make Call of Duty games. So I think it's in a really good spot right now, and they are kind of flooding the zone because they got MW4 news, they got Season 5 of BO7, they got the ports out. Like, almost every single day, you know, in the newswire, it's Call of Duty, and that's great. I think MW4 is going to do well, even though GTA 6 is coming out around the same time. I think people can play more than one game. For me personally, come on, Katie. For me personally, I can play both games. And you got to remember, GTA 6 is going to be the only GTA game you get for probably the next 10 years, possibly. Who knows when online's even going to come. So I think MW4 is going to do really well. Anyway, despite the fact that GTA 6 is coming out, because GTA 6 is something I'm going to be... Oh, my game's freaking out here. Okay. We'll just pause that. Okay. I don't know what just happened. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I think it's starting over now. I don't know. I'm using theater mode to do this because I'm a little bit limited on technology at the moment. No, that was the very end. Okay, so anyway, GTA 6 is something I can play for the next 10 years. I don't have to rush through it. I don't have to do a speed run through it. I can just go to it every once in a while and get something out of it and go back to playing Call of Duty. It's totally possible, and I think they're going to do really well, especially with the Korea conflict, the North Korea South Korea conflict. How big that's going to be all over the world, because it seems like they're really trying to go global this time with Call of Duty. With COD Next being streamers from all over the world this time, streaming from home. I think they're going to do really well globally. I don't know. The U.S. Call of Duty market is kind of divided and stubborn right now, so we'll see how it does. But I think they could possibly have the best-selling Call of Duty of all time for MW4, despite everything kind of going against it. Anyway, those are my thoughts and my opinions on the current state of Call of Duty, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a like and make sure you follow. I'm trying to go live on this channel, but I need 50 subscribers, I believe, to live stream. I'm the Cat Father. Thanks for stopping by. We'll say goodbye. Hi, Kitty here. Say bye, buddy. Bye. Make sure you give me a like and a follow. Thank you for watching. Bye.